YouTube, setting up the system. Create a YouTube account. Before we get into the depths of the world of video and streaming, you must understand what is YouTube. As a rapid definition, you could say that YouTube is a kind of internet TV where you can watch what you want and even learn about topics you never imagined, which also includes live broadcasts. The term television, although not usually used with YouTube, comes to mind because of its increasingly strong integration with traditional television through smart TVs and external devices with internet access that, connected to a traditional TV, allow you to enjoy YouTube as if it were just another TV channel. However, today the transcendence of YouTube is so abysmal that it has overcome the digital barriers and has become a social network. YouTube as a social network. It is now common to refer to YouTube as a social network even more than a video hosting site. On YouTube, users can interact freely. They can vote, like or dislike each video they consume, share videos, comment on them, and subscribe to another user's channel. Subscribing would be equivalent, for example, to following another user on Instagram, since once they become subscribers, users will see the news of the channels they have subscribed to every time they enter YouTube. In fact, the number of subscribers, as in other social networks such as Instagram or TikTok, is synonymous with the success of a YouTube channel. Just as technological progress has given rise to influential people in various social networks, YouTube is no exception. In the last decade, being a YouTuber has become such a profitable profession that the dream of many children of the current generation is to become a great YouTuber. But not everything is rosy, as all professions require a comprehensive knowledge. As in other social networks, you face a large number of competitors, so the success you can have will be directly proportional to the experience you have and how you apply it. Like other careers, your success will also depend on the discipline, perseverance, and passion you put into it. What do you need to become a YouTuber? The first thing you need to consider is that you don't need a computer or a specific camera, but you do need to pay attention to details to generate quality videos. You must try to record your videos with the best technological resources you have. So the first thing you should take into account is that you should do your best and invest in a camera and computers that will allow you to do a good job, as far as your budget allows. You also need a good camera and a minimum of editing skills. Don't start a YouTube adventure without basic technical knowledge, or the result could be weak, poorly valued, and laughed at by the users who follow you. Remember that it's a network where almost everything has been done, so you should focus on providing your audience with a certain standard of quality. You must have a decent camera and basic notions of audiovisual editing, or delegate this task to an expert in this field. This is because a YouTube video needs visual ingredients that will engage the audience, such as effects, filters, stickers, or fades. Nowadays, there are many free storytelling and visual narration tools at your disposal. A space to record. You may want to become a gamer, a travel YouTuber, or a vlogger, but it is vital that you prepare the recording space, look for proper light conditions, and make all aspects that hinder the quality of the video disappear from the screen. A messy room, wrong framing, or poor lighting give a weak and dull result. Create your profile. The first step is obviously to open the YouTube site. There, click on your profile image in the top right-hand corner. If you are not yet logged in, you can do so after opening this same menu. Now comes the tricky part. Although My Channel option appears in the menu, YouTube channels are not created unless you do so manually. When you click there, you will be taken to the form to create a channel. You will then need to enter a first and last name for your YouTube account. The form fills in these details with those of your Google account, but you are free to change them manually. This way, you create a channel associated with you as a person. If this is what you want, click on Create Channel. If you wish to use a different name, e.g., a stage name, then click Use a business or other name. Insert the name you want for your channel, which in this case does not have to be your real name, and press Create. This process will create a YouTube channel as well as a Google Plus page and a business account for that channel. You have now created your channel, but it's a bit bland. Click on Customize Channel to edit your YouTube channel profile and give it some personality. From this page, you can add a header, change the channel image, and add a description. Editing the core elements of your channel is extremely easy. By leaving the mouse over the profile image and cover image, you will be shown the pencil icon to edit them and upload a new photo. You can also write the channel description. The following is also essential: a profile picture and a good cover picture for the channel. You should keep in mind when designing your image that the central block of YouTube, where all your information appears, is 960 pixels wide. When designing your background image, you should not place any critical elements in that sector because they will remain hidden behind your channel. Another limitation you should consider is that your background image cannot weigh more than 250 kilobits. Just be yourself. The most popular YouTuber on the internet is Swedish Felix Kjellberg, better known as PewDiePie, with over 100 million subscribers and 10 billion visits. He is the wealthiest YouTuber on the planet and started in this world by uploading video games when there was no one trendy on the YouTube platform yet. He did it simply because he was passionate about it. Another unforgettable YouTube success story is Justin Bieber, whose career took off thanks to his popularity on Google's platform and so on until he achieved his goal. This boy was discovered when he was still noticeably young through the thousands of reproductions of his videos performing his songs, and from then on, it was the production companies that started to be interested in him. The success stories mentioned have reached the top for making a difference in some personal aspect and knowing how to take advantage of it. The profession of these young talents called YouTubers is no more than this. Yes, you can earn a lot of money by having success with your videos on YouTube. To earn money from your content and to gain loyal subscribers over time as a YouTuber, uploading any random thing won't suffice. You will need to find your talent and charm, possess some technical knowledge, and why not? A bit of luck, to understand both people and numbers, to then master the incredibly complex system YouTube has become today. Define the theme of the channel. Content is king. Without content that people find engaging, it will not matter how much effort you make at a technical or SEO level. If the content is not attractive, the users will come in once but won't come back. And you don't want that. Your interest must be focused on users who are loyal to the channel, who subscribe and want your content eagerly. That's why, besides making videos with exciting content, you must also take into account the topic and define it to reach a target audience. The secret is to be yourself, to find something you like and specify it. For example, you are passionate about makeup. Still, you know that millions of YouTubers specialize in this field and it is almost impossible for you to compete with those who have been in the industry for years and who already have millions of subscribers. And instead of being a YouTuber who does makeup tutorials, your channel consists of making anime makeup tutorials, and you can be even more specific, doing makeup for a particular anime. You will probably stand out from a small niche initially, but it can be an excellent start. Discipline and consistency will do the rest. Be genuine. Our viewers will notice right away if you are authentic or not. Exploit your personality and show it in your videos by acting just like you do in front of your friends or family. For example, you don't have to copy someone else's style. Put your passion into it and enjoy it. Nowadays, social networks are focused on humanization, so on YouTube, those who are genuine are more relevant. That is, it is useless to create a character and have a different personality from what you are. Your fans will notice this and you will lose credibility. Besides, honesty is vital if your purpose is to become a professional and if later on, you want brands to take you into account as a criterion influencer. Set your goals. As in all the activities you carry out in your life, if you want to succeed, you must set yourself goals and objectives in the short, medium and long term. The same applies to YouTube. And there are some goals, regardless of your personal goals, that you should consider for YouTube. Build your reputation as a brand. Look for an empty market gap and create valuable content for the people inside it. In YouTube, many people do the same, but each one gives it his unique touch. Your main objective should be to thoroughly investigate what may be missing that you can provide. Remember, you are a product in the market and you have to fit with your audience. Many YouTubers have their brand and even treat their community as part of one big family by consuming their content. Develop organization and discipline. Improvisation is useful for some creative endeavors, but part of the success of big YouTubers comes from thorough planning of their content. It is a good idea to limit yourself to one or few particular niches and taking that as a starting point, connecting with your audience along the way. Become an effective researcher. Spend some time researching and going deeper into your subject of choice. For instance, you cannot be a good YouTuber focused on makeup if you don't know the latest and upcoming products, nor a popular comment channel if you don't delve into the latest news and trends. If you have decided to be an educational YouTuber, you will have to take your knowledge and research and transforming it into an engaging voice or video essay that will entertain and educate your audience. If you want to better understand YouTube, it is advisable to take the perspective of a user rather than that of a creator. Being disciplined and keeping yourself in constant training will help you keep up to date. Understand your audience. What kind of people are watching you? Who do you want to attract? It's not the same to make pranks or science experiments for children as it is to analyze French films or to have a channel about recipes. Characteristics such as the age, interests, socioeconomic status and their behavior in YouTube are fundamental data that you should outline as soon as possible. Have a strong visual presence. The visual aspect of your channel is of utmost importance. It is imperative to take into account the following aspects so that your video stands out from other YouTubers and is the one chosen by the user within the endless uploads made every hour. Both the title and the cover of your video will help the user to decide whether to click on the video to play it or not. The colors should be striking and, if possible, within your corporate image. If you incorporate an image of yourself, it will be even better. The words you include in the thumbnail must be of a significant size to be legible in the small size it has. Keeping the same style for all thumbnails builds loyalty to your channel and your brand.